Tell me something. Tell me a story about Tim Tebow. Tell me a story about John Maxwell. What are they like? Are they good guys? Did
Oh
they?
man, yeah, for sure they are. And I would just going back on just real quick before I get into that, I would just say that you know there's grace for those days that we don't do everything right too, and
Hmm.
when we're filled with regret, we say, okay, man, God, thanks for your grace. When we look in front in the mirror each day, we'll be like, oh man, you know what? I wasn't the dad I wanted to be, or I wasn't the mom that I wanted to be, or the employee or boss or kid or whatever. But there's grace for that. And we pick ourselves up and say, okay, God, just help me do better tomorrow. But you want to change the world, especially if you're a parent, if you're a mom or dad, just love your kids. Be the primary minister of your kids' home, and place your kids in His hands, and just do what He's
Hmm.
called you to do, and you'll be good. So back to your question about Maxwell is as real as it gets, Jeff. I've I've spent 3 times a year with him over the last 3 years. He's the same person off the stage as he is on the stage. Very relational, cares for people deeply. When he was here, it was actually his 79th birthday that weekend, and he chose to spend his 79th birthday in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, in February instead of being on a beach somewhere, because that's who he is. He wanted to pour. He just pours his life out for others, and so he's a very special individual, a great mentor for me. Um, and then Tim Tebow, the best word I can describe Tim with is the word sincere. Uh, he is so sincere. And when I went back to, so he and I spent about 25 minutes together and just talked and got to know each other, and then talked about, and then I
Did
interviewed
he
him
shake your
on.
hand and crush it at all? Was he
No,
easy?
no,
No.
he's
Okay.
actually an extremely gentle soul. He is.
Okay.
He
All
actually
right.
is a gentle soul. He's a large individual, but yet we had such a great time connecting, and introduced my wife to him, and we hung out and chatted with him, and then I interviewed him on the stage as well. But he is so sincere. He loves the Lord. He loves people. I mean, all the stuff he does um, for for the unseen, right? I mean, he does for all the energy and dollars that he pours into through his foundation for to rescue women out of sex trafficking, and what he does for the special needs community with his Night to Shine event, which is very special. I mean, I have a nephew that has 1p36 deletion syndrome. He'll never walk, talk. He'll be dependent upon my sister and brother-in-law for as long as he lives, and so I have a special place in my heart for special needs kids, and to see what Tim does for that, for them, that whole group of parents and kids is just very, very special. And he's the real deal. And it's funny because he can go from, like, when I was interviewing him on the stage, he can go from like just listening and be like, okay, yeah, 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 and then he'll talk to me for like a second, and then he'll turn to the audience, and I get amped up again. And he's all fire, man. He is all fire. But he is. Both of those guys are 100% legit.